Morning guys, how we doing? Hope you are well. So obviously there's been a little bit of a lag in the videos. This is probably most of the reason. Been a little bit busy, doing a bit of DIY and whatnot. That's absolute bollocks, by the way. I didn't do any of this. This is mainly the wife and some tradespeople, because I don't know what I'm doing, so there's no way I'm gonna be doing any of this. I mean, I did help take the floor up, but yeah, to be honest, that's probably about it. So yeah, I mean, obviously, as you can tell, we've been doing a bit of a renovation, the whole new kitchen scenario, but yeah, obviously there's other problems with doing a kitchen. The kitchen itself has to go somewhere, and I mean, this is what my cupboards were full of, so I don't have a dining room to eat anywhere anymore. Some of the kitchen itself is actually in my living room, so I can't even watch TV properly anymore either. Oh, the curtains are closed because it's really, really hot outside and I'm trying to keep it cool for the dogs. I'm not a hobo. I don't lock myself in my house and stuff. It's just to keep it cool, honestly. And this is my conservatory with the rest of the kitchen in it. So, I mean, yeah, hopefully you can understand that things have been a little bit awkward and complicated right now to make videos, but yeah. Anyway, this is one, so hope you enjoy it. Let's talk about the Triple Black BMW that I put in my shorts and what that's all about. So I'm just going to mention the sort of elephant in the room and why the fact I'm wearing completely different clothes to what you've just seen in the previous clips. Obviously, I've just explained to you that we have workmen in the house, you know, proper workmen, DIY stuff with hands and clever people that can do that sort of stuff. And then you've got this pleb doing videos for YouTube, talking to a camera. Isn't really putting me in the best light, is it, of being manly and stuff. So yeah, so I'm obviously having to make this video when they're not around, and today they're not around. So I've got different clothes on because it's a different day, and well, yeah, that's it really. Yeah, I didn't really want to look like a bit of, you know, geeky kind of person. Anyway, let's go and look at this bike. So a bit of backstory, I suppose. Do you remember me making this video? This video was about my wife's Triumph Street Twin and how I hoped, you know, she was going to use it more often because she doesn't really ride that much and stuff like that. So yeah, I made that video and I really, really liked that bike. It was awesome. Needless to say, that bike isn't here anymore. That's gone. And the reason that's gone is because literally as the day that video went live, we went out on a ride and she decided that bike wasn't fast enough anymore and she wanted something a bit faster and more horsepower and different to what she has. The following weekend, while I was out, I got a phone call to say that she had bought a new bike. You can see where this is going, can't you? So I shall unveil what she's bought, if you haven't already guessed. There you go. That is my wife's BMW F900R. Triple black. Lowered. As low as it'll possibly go. When I said lowered, I mean it is proper low, really low. Now, I'd like to do this video with me out riding the bike and telling you about it and stuff like that, but there's two problems there. That really, really nice day that you see in the previous clip, well, that's not today, as explained, and it's raining miserable and actually not that warm today. So that's one reason. And two, she's actually ridden this quite a bit. She had this bike for about 3 weeks, and she's already reached the mileage that she has to have for the first service. So it's now unrideable until I take it to its first service, which is in about a week's time. So annoyingly, I can't actually ride it and do a little ride video for you, which is quite frustrating, but I can tell you what we've done to it already, because she's pretty much like me. She buys things for a bike before the bike turns up, and then I end up installing it for her. So we'll start at the front of the bike then. Obviously, the bike doesn't come with a screen. Actually, she actually chose to have a small screen fitted, but because we are going on one of the bikes very shortly, she wanted to get a bigger screen, sort of a touring type screen. This is what we chose. This is a Puig screen, slight tint to it. It's not my cup of tea, but she said it makes a huge amount of difference on the wind blast and stuff like that. So she's really happy with that screen. So ultimately, I suppose that's all it really matters, isn't it? We've also fitted these SW Motec handguards. Again, just for a bit of wind protection, weather protection when we go away on the bikes, because that's one thing she's actually quite keen on doing, which I'm really pleased about. She wants to start doing a bit more touring. So yeah, we've kind of kitted it out to be a sort of a sports tourer type bike, really. Yeah, SW Motec handguards. I think they're about 120 quid, I think they were. Again, I didn't buy any of this stuff, so I'm just going from what I can remember she told me about it. But she has said, as I like the screen, they are actually very, very good. She literally protects her hands, no end. So, again, another thing she's really pleased with. So, moving to the side of the bike, she's actually bought this quick shifter protector. It's a metal guard, if you like, just to protect the quick shifter. It's not anything special, but yeah, she just wanted to get that because I think it just says S900R on it, and that's pretty much the only reason. But I mean, it looks all right, does the job, solid metal. So yeah, obviously she's added something else as well, some RNG crash bungs. To be fair, this was one of my inputs. I told her to get some crash bungs because obviously I've dropped my previous bikes before, and having crash bungs on it makes such a difference, and I would highly recommend to anybody buying crash bungs. They are well worth the money. So something else she added to the bike was this belly pan. Now if you buy I think it's a sport version of this bike, it comes with the belly pan already fitted, but any other colour you want doesn't come with one of these. You have to buy it separately. BMW, I'm pretty sure she said wanted something like 200, 300 quid for that thing. I think she found it on eBay for like 100 quid, I think. Again, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it's loads cheaper than the BMW one, and I've looked at the BMW version, it's exactly the same. So if you do think about getting a belly pan, don't buy the BMW version. Literally, have a look on eBay, you'll find one identical for a fraction of the price. And obviously, last but by far not least, she got rid of the stock exhaust and put a nice flashy arrow on her bike. Now to be honest, the stock exhaust didn't actually look that terrible compared to some of the bikes you see nowadays. They are horrendous. But this didn't actually look too bad. I'll put a picture up here. But it did sound a bit naff, I'm going to be honest. So that was one of the things she said she wanted to do pretty much as soon as she got the bike, was the exhaust has got to be changed. She's got to buy an exhaust. So she ordered this off a company on eBay. It did come from Italy, so it did take a long time to get here, and she had to pay import tax, which I think was about £110 on top of the exhaust itself. So I think she in total paid £450, I think it was. I'm not 100% sure because it wasn't me buying it, but yeah. Was it worth it? God, yes. It is so worth it. In actual fact, I actually took some before and after videos of this exhaust. In them clips, you'll see the standard exhaust, you'll hear the arrow with the baffle in, and you'll hear the arrow without the baffle in. And I can tell you now, without the baffle in, that is loud. Like, obnoxiously loud. Sounds really good, don't get me wrong, but yeah. I can't imagine riding it on long journeys being very nice, because it'd just be a horrible, horrible drone. But yeah, when you're blipping the throttle and stuff like that, sounds awesome. It pops and bangs and it's great. But yeah, yeah, she made it very clear that the baffle's staying in though. So yeah, baffle's in. How good did it sound? Awesome, didn't it? Yeah, I'm really impressed with how good that exhaust sounds, to be honest. For 400 quid, you can't really go wrong, can you? So next time you see this bad boy, fingers crossed I'll be actually riding it and not just sitting next to it or on it talking about it, because it's never really fun just looking at a bike. You want to hear it and you want to sort of get my opinion on riding it. I mean, obviously I have ridden it once, but once it's been serviced and you can ride it properly and sort of give it some. Obviously I won't give it some in case my wife's watching. I'll just ride it very sensibly and nicely, and will not ride it hard. Maybe a little bit harder than she would, but... So there you go, guys. I actually never bought a Triple Black BMW. This is the wife's. My XR's still there. My Ducati's still back there somewhere. I need to rearrange it again now, because obviously I put it here purely for the video and I can't get to the back of my garage. So yes, thank you very much for watching, and I shall speak to you on the next one. Catch you later.